All right, y'all, let's get into it real quick. Mike Mills, Debunkey Part 2. Here we go. This nigga, man.
Hey, that's what I mean by you're not an authentic New Yorker. You know what I'm saying? People like Tone Space, people like V-Dub. You see how they bow down to the bum. Real niggas from New York, we don't.
Give me mine. Yo, this nigga stay talking this, oh, you're not an authentic New Yorker. I had a helicopter above my house. Nigga play, who the fuck was it? LJ, somebody played some old tapes from like 3-5 years ago telling the same ass helicopter story. The helicopter was over my house. The helicopter was over my house. 2019, the helicopter was over my house. I saw the pilot. Like, that's a big ass story if you're talking about niggas that's not authentic New Yorkers. Me, V-Dub, we bow down to the person that you call the bum. Well, let me debunk what you saying about that shit for the second time. You referring to Lamar Wills, to L.A., whatever. Saying that niggas, I mean, I want y'all to step away, log off the internet real quick, even though, which is kind of ironic because you're watching the video. How can you do that? But imagine you're not on the internet real quick, right? And you got a motherfucker saying, this one's not an authentic New Yorker, solely based on how he interacts with another person in a chat room and videos on YouTube. Let me say it again. This person, Mike Mills, is saying Tone Space and V-Dub are not authentic New Yorkers due to the way in which they engage with another person that does YouTube on a computer. So by virtue of that, we're not authentic New Yorkers. What else did he say?
Bow down to nobody, nigga.
He bowed down to nobody.
We don't bow down to nothing.
Okay. Now, y'all gonna love this. How I'm gonna debunk this. So basically, he's saying that people like us, we bow down to Lamar because we're cool with him, right? Let me get this quick little caveat out the way, and I'm getting to the crux of the shit, right? I don't bow down to no Lamar. You know what I'm saying? As many times as we went back and forth, I hit him with the same energy he hit me. You know what I'm saying? Same shit. But what happens when it's over, it's over. I'd rather build. Let's pause talking about being a New Yorker for a second, and let's talk about being a fucking man. You know, I'll give you your man lessons. How many man lessons have I dropped on you? Like 3 already? Here go the 4th one, right? Oh, y'all couldn't see the middle finger because it's too bright, right? 4 fingers, and I put the middle one up. All right, so another man lesson for you. And I said this before. Men build. Men work on things. You know what I'm saying? This is what men get together to. Men either get together to politic and try to find other women, because that's what we're naturally designed to want to do. Or we work on building something, making money, building projects, whatever. Black sector mafia, me, LA, Port City, shit like that. That has, and I'm going to use Styles' favorite word again, that has a much better shelf life than some little stupid internet quabble over some shit that ain't shit. How about we get money? How about we get back to money making? You know what I'm saying? That's what men do. So that's your man lesson right there. A man is solid and has enough fortitude to not get hoit, and we're going to get to the word hoit because the word hoit is going to hold some significance. So we're going to put a little, minimize that window for a second, right? Yeah, men don't get hoit or hurt over little bickerings. Once the shit's over, if there's a bigger agenda at hand to build something we could do, trade off talents, make money, trade off resources, that's what we do. That's why men run the world. That's why industrialization popped in the 1900s because of men. That's why kingdoms were built, because men got together and they built shit. So that's a manhood lesson right there. A man isn't going to forever be hurt due to whatever past exchange he had with someone else, provided it's not, if it wasn't anything of real great significance. No, that's that Mike Mills shit. Forever hurt, jealous, whatever you got going on over there with your infatuation, whatever. I don't really know or care, right? But men don't do that. So that's a man lesson. Now let's get back to the New York shit you talking about. Saying, and y'all gonna love how I debunk this, right? What'd you say? You said something about, men don't bow down to nobody, right? Well, you tell me what is more bowing down. Because basically by that logic, you're trying to say that I should be an adversary against Lamar rather than being in line with him due to whatever small bickerings we had exchanges from in the past, right? That's pretty much your status on this shit, right? Or at the very least, not fuck with him at all, right? Now, which is more bowing down? Getting over whatever small shit we had and building and making shit happen, or going with the flow and doing what Mike Mills wants me to do. Why you cool with him? I don't want you cool with him. So I'm supposed to so if I don't fuck with Lamar just based on the virtue of what you're saying, then I would be bowing down to you. How about on a bigger level? Take everybody in the sector that do videos, right? I'd say the crux of the majority of the people that are like core black sector people that's in the shit, I'd say the crux of them are in one way or another an adversary, for lack of better terms, against Lamar, right? Now what if I would have just went with the flow? Oh, that's the cool shit. Niggas is clapping on this nigga. Fuck it, I'ma clap on him too. Fuck that nigga. Based on the fact that this one don't like him, that one don't like him, that one don't like him. Oh, I don't want to be seen like I ain't in the pack, like I ain't down, like I ain't cool. Oh, I don't want them to know. No. I don't give a fuck who else don't rock with the nigga. If I rock with the nigga, I rock with the nigga for my own fucking reasons. That's called standing up and being your own fucking man. Not doing what Mike Mills wants you to do. And no, I don't bow down. I don't bow down to everybody. I'm my own motherfucking man. You know what I'm saying? You just seeing it whatever way you do because you infatuated with him, you on your nuts. And personally, keep doing it. I think I said another Debunkey joint to you. You know what I'm saying? You giving them props, you keeping the nigga name popping. I ain't hating. Keep up what you're doing. Keep up the good work. You know what I'm saying? You're basically complimenting the man. And you also compliment me in many times every time you mention my name. But that's a whole nother story. We can do that in another video if you want to keep this up, right? Back to that word Hoyt, because you also talking about, oh, you in the street, you were out here in New York and all this other shit. I remember one time in your chat room, I wrote something. I wrote something. It might even been when I was going back and forth with LA. I wrote something like, "Oh, he's Hoyt like Skimmerhorn." Bobby know what I'm talking about. V-Dub know what I'm talking about. Mike Mills here know what the fuck I'm talking about. You got a whole Michael Jackson video that had the Hoyt Skimmerhorn train station and area in it. This nigga still didn't get it. He's reading it Hoyt like Skimmerhorn. You know what the fuck I'm talking about. And for all y'all at home, all y'all people listen, if you want to know what the fuck I'm talking about Hoyt Skimmerhorn is just an area in Brooklyn, in downtown Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? Some simple shit that anyone would know that was really engaging or around in the streets. But no, we're talking about a Jamaica Queens tucked in nigga. We're talking about a nigga that said he grew up, his mom's grandmother had an extra house, so he grew up in there. Bitch, I grew up in the projects. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you can't, I don't know how much more authentic or to the grit and to the grime it gets than that. Well, you in your little house doing whatever you doing and sweating the helicopter over your crib one time and talking about that shit for 8 years straight. I was going through whatever the fuck I was going through. Now, granted, I don't got no like severe criminal record. I had a couple things on my shit that I think Beasley said he saw. So, you know, a couple little things went down and then wild, whatever. But I don't give a fuck about that shit. I'm not glamorizing any of that bullshit. So if you out thugging, bugging, doing whatever the fuck you doing, congratulations for moving on from that shit. But don't talk about that shit like that's that fly shit. How about that for stand up? I'm gonna be a stand up New York nigga and say all that shit you saying and you were busting your gun and you was a pop at night and everything. How about the fact that all that shit was bullshit? You were a fucking idiot. You know what I'm saying? You were a go with the flow bitch ass nigga at the time. You know what I mean? And you still are for other reasons or whatever. But yeah, you went with that psychological trick that they put on us to make us think that trying to be a gangster and everything is cool, even though there's usually just two ends that come from that shit or whatever, and they're both bad, right? So how about the fact that you were not a stand-up nigga for being involved in that shit? How about the fact that I was a stand-up nigga? Because when a lot of people were saying, yo, you want to pump this, you want to do this, or what's up with that, I was like, nah, I'm good. Now, granted, when I got out of New York, 1920 into D.C., you know, shit went a little more engaging in some street shit. But even not being like a traditional banging street nigga, I was still a street engaging person. I've always been engaging. I ain't never been no in-the-house nigga. V-Dub ain't never been no in-the-house nigga. You can tell. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Who was in this house nigga? The nigga in the projects in Harlem that went to Brooklyn Tech and then got acquiesced to the whole Brooklyn thing and just went through every corridor, crack and crevice and neighborhood in Brooklyn. Fucking with, I was probably in like 5 different rap groups, going through all types of shit, bus here, train there, niggas that live in the boonies over here, Coney Island over there, the Fort Greene projects, my first, I think Sumner Houses is the first studio I ever went to. Shout out to Brooklyn Damien, I went with him for that. So no, yeah, I ain't no in the house, nothing type of nigga, and I definitely ain't no sit down bitch ass nigga. And you can't evaluate how much stand-upishness a New York person has by their engagement with someone in a chat room. And if I was a sit down nigga by virtue of that, then I would be against Lamar just like all of the other, I guess, highlight people in the black sector. I would go with that flow. But that flow don't suit me because it don't suit me. I don't have any problem with the man. I compare the little bickerings and stupid shit we got into compared to the building and the new shit that we're into. And I'm sorry, the new shit is just way more fly. And I'd rather keep going the route of a man and keep building with another man and some other men. No homo. Men aligned for increased assets. So yeah, that's just about it. Debunked once again.